Hey War Gamers, Purple Druid here, and I'm getting ready to do some mapping for my patron here in the Hybroian Age campaign that's about to start up. And each patron gets to do the map of their own area. And so my map is a hex that is mountains. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go through and determine the status of each of these 5-mile hexes here. And then the small hexes are 1-mile hexes. We're going to not detail them right now. We're going to go through first of all and on the mountain column here and roll a d20 and determine what kind of terrain is in each of these hexes. And then we're going to go and roll for habitations. There's basically a 16% chance that there's something, 14% chance that there are people living there, and a 2% chance of ruins, and 84% chance that it's uninhabited. So we'll roll for that, and then we'll roll for each of those subhexes on a d10, and there's a 10% chance of a layer in each of those. And if there is a layer, then we'll go ahead and turn to the random encounters page and determine what kind of monster it is. So let's go ahead first of all, and we're just going to start here with hex A3. And we're just going to go down the line and determine our terrain. So as a 10 is going to be hills. So we're just going to do this. We're just going to put a symbol for hill right in the center. And each one of those, 11 to 18 is mountain. So this is mountain. And 16 is mountain. And 8 is hills. And like I said, we're just going to mark the center of each hex. And so theoretically, if I decide to go ahead and do it more detailed, I'm going to use the campaign hexagon system from Judges Guild. And I'll go through this, and for each type of 5-mile hex terrain, I'll roll for all of the 1-mile hexes within that hex. What I think I will do is, if we have a habitation, then we'll detail that particular hex. But until then, we're just going to leave it blank. 2 is scrub. Scrub. What should we use for scrub? Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. And 10 is hills. And 15 is mountain. And 12 is mountain. 14 is mountain. 16 is mountain. 1 is plains. I'm not sure what I'm going to use for plains just yet. So right now we're just going to use a row of dots. 6 is desert. All right. Desert, I usually use a symbol like this, a couple of lines and then a few dots. 8 is hills. 16 is mountain. 13 is mountain. 4 is rough. 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 What do you do for rough? Oh, you know what? Let's use the symbols out of here. I believe I have the symbols. Or did I not copy? Did I not print those? I did not print those. I don't see anything on here that looks like rough. Okay, so this is what we're going to do for rough. Rough, we're going to do a circle and 2 dots to indicate, and another circle. Like rocks or something like that. Anyway, 12 is a mountain. 1 is plains again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 is forest. All right. 2 is scrub. And scrub is 4 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4. 17 is mountain. 18 is mountain. 6 is desert. And 10 is hills. 13 is mountain. 9 is hills. 3 is forest. 6 is more desert. 4 is rough. And we have 2 left. 16 is mountain. And 1 is plain. Okay. So now that we have that, there are some notes here. If you look where it says hills and mountains, and forest, we have some notes. So 1 in 10 of the forest will also have hills. So we're going to check these 2 and see if they have hills. The first one does not. The second one does not. Hills, 1 in 10, also includes a forest. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So the last hill, which is here, we also have a forest. So I'm going to go ahead and this hex, we're just going to put it up here, has hills and forest. And then for mountains, note number 3, 1 in 20 has a pass, which leads through the range. So let's take a look at our mountains here. So we have a mountain here. Let's go ahead and roll on these just to fill those in. 5 is rough. 6 is desert. And let's do these 2 also. 19 is a pond. All right. I was wondering if we we're going to get any water. And 13 is mountain. All right. So now this is a hill. This is a hill. We have these mountain hexes. So these are all connected, and we need to determine if we have a pass through these somehow. So let's go ahead and we're just going to shade these lightly. I don't know if you can see this, but I can. And so this will assist in laying out where the passes might be, if there are any. Okay, so 1 in 20 has a pass. This one here, no. This one here, no. This one here, no. This one, no. That's an 11. This one, no. 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 And this one, no. This one, no. And no. All right, so there are no passes going through these. That's interesting. Now, let's decide on where we want to put. Where do we want to put the Cyclops layer? Why don't we put it? Let's hold off on that and let's go ahead and roll for habitation. The black die will be 10s. So if the black die is a 1 and the white die is a 1, 2, 3, or 4, then or actually 0. So anyway, let's roll. So we're going to start with A3 right here. No. No. B1, no. B2, no. B3, yes. 16. 16 is a ruin. And we'll roll again for that when we come back to it. B4, no. B5, no. C1, no. C2, no. C3, no. C4, no. C5, no. C6, no. D1, no. D2, no. Here we go. D3 is 0, 8. That's going to be a village. Which is 600 to 900 people. All right, D4. Yes, that's a 12. That's going to be a castle. D3 and D4. So D3 is this rough. There's a village there, and then there's a castle in the mountains here. That's interesting. So this may be where our Cyclops is. D5, no. E1, no. E2, no. E3, no. E4, no. E5, no. E6, yes. 17. Oh, no, 17 is uninhabited. F1, no. F2, no. 0, 8, we have another village in F3, which is right down here in the forest. And again, that's 600 to 900 people. And nothing in F4, nothing in F5, nothing in G3, and G4 is O3, which is a single dwelling. So that's right here in the rough, right in the edge, we have a single dwelling. So that's pretty interesting. All right, and now we need to make 31 rolls to see if there is a layer. Let's see here. So we'll just go down the line. On a 1 we have a layer. So we'll just keep rolling and see if we get any ones. There should be 3 of them because we got 31 spaces here. But we'll see what happens. All right. I'm really shocked we have not got a layer yet. There we go. E6. So right down here we have a layer. Interesting. Just one layer. And another layer. And the single dwelling. Very interesting. All right, so that's got some abductive reasoning for us there. The single dwelling, the population is 1 to 12. So we'll have to see who lives there on the edge of that hex. All right, let's go ahead and look for what kind of monsters we have in the layers. And temperate and subtropical. Predominant terrain for this layer in E6 is hills. So what do we got? 58. Lycanthrope. Oh boy. Interesting. All right, and then this one is in G4, which is rough. Predominant terrain. Rough or ruins. Okay, so rough, 64 for rough is a spider. Note J. Note J. All right, let's find our notes here. I don't know what the notes are. Oh, spider subtable. So, spider in the rough. What kind of spider is it? It's either huge or large. 88. That's going to be a large spider. All right. Lycanthrope subtable up here. Now, E6 is hills. 04. We're a boar. Well, now, how very interesting is that? Okay, cool. So now let's go ahead and we're going to detail the other hexes that we have. The ruin. We're going to see what kind of ruin that is. Let's do that first. All right, roll again on the ruins table. 26. That's ruined village. All right, interesting. And let's get our handy dandy Judges Guild table. And this is B3. B3, there's a ruin there. Let's see which hex the ruin is in. It is in number 24. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So the ruin is here. And I believe that is 0815. If I can see that properly. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to roll just in the same way we did here. And we're going to pencil in the kind of terrain. Now, the predominant terrain here, this is rough. So we're going to rough terrain. We're going to do general. All right, so the first one is a 4. That's just going to be more rough. The second one is an 8. That's going to be fauna. All right, so we have an animal here. 2 is flat. So that'll just be more rough. 10 is going to be hydrographic. All right, so we have a water feature here. 5 is uplands 1 to 6. We're going to come over here to the uplands table. That's lowlands, uplands. And we're going to roll 1 to 6. It's a 6. It's going to be a hummock, 100 to 600 feet wide and 32 to 42 feet tall. So this is going to be a hummock. So what we're going to do is we're just going to put a little set of lines there like that. Okay. So next up, 8, more fauna. And 2 flatlands. We're just going to keep going with the rough. 5 is uplands once again. That's 1. You know what, we have a hummock. And then we have uplands, cul-de-sac. Cul-de-sac is here. This is 0513. So that is 0610. There's a hummock. All right, so, or cul-de-sac. I'm just going to do that. Next up, we have 6, lowlands. 6, dingle. So now we roll in the dingle subtable. Ridge cliff. Dingle, there it is. D6. 4, we have a grotto. So that is 0611 is a grotto. All right. Seven is flora. Oh. 6 is lowlands. Oh, you know what? I'm supposed to roll a d20 for that. A 5 is watercourse. Okay, so we're gonna just put hydro here, HY, and we're gonna, once we have all the hydrographic things, we'll just figure out how to connect those. 8 is fauna. 10 is hydrographic. 5 is uplands. 1 to 6 is a 4. And elevation. And this is 0711. Elevation subtable. Elevation. There we go. D10. A 4. We have a totem. Interesting. All right. Totem. 0712 is a 2. Flatlands. 4 is flatlands. 9 is hydrographic. It's always nice when the hydrographic terrain are next to each other. 10, hydrographic. 5, uplands. 3, a rise. And that is 0811. Next we have 8, which is fauna. 6, lowlands. D20. 8, a dell. And that is here. 0813. All right, let's see, where are we at here? We are back up to F16, lowlands. 6, another dingle. And a dingle is 4. We have another grotto. Oh, 0911. It's interesting. All these, every single one with 11 has a something. 8 is fauna. 10 is hydrographic. 2 is flatlands. 3 is flatlands. We got 2 left here, flatlands. And 1. All right. So there. So we've detailed this hex where these ruins are. It seems interesting. I don't want to do this whole hex too, at least not on the video anyway. Maybe that's a giant pain. Let's do this. We're going to swap out this fauna. We're going going to put this fauna here, and we're going to put the ruins here. Okay. That way they're right in the middle of everything. All right, and then we'll come back and I'll detail those at a later time. Now, we're just going to follow the same procedure for the village, the castle, the village, and the single dwelling. Now, the single dwelling is way over here. Again, that's a weird spot for that. Let's roll 2d10 to place the village in D3. 13, and we're going to do it this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So here's the village. And the castle. We're going to put the castle right next to the village. Because that's in rough terrain. Yeah. And then again, I'll come back and detail all of these little hexes as well. And I believe this is where we're going to put Mr. Polyphestus. And let's see here. F3, we have another village in F3, which is this one. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't want to do that there. I'm going to put the village here. All right, so that's our village. Now, that's forest. And again, this is general. How much of this hex is forested? There are 30 subhexes. If we don't count the half ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That leaves us with 22. So let's just add these together. All right, there are 12. 12 of these are forested. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right. So those are forested, and then here, 17 of them are forested. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. All right, so those are the forest hexes. Took care of those. The village, the single dwelling. Oh, let's do population. 6, 7, 8, 9. That's a D4 plus 5. Times 100. So the population is 900. And the population for this village is 700. And then we need a D12 for the population of the single dwelling. 3. And I don't have my monster manual handy, so I'm not going to be able to figure out about the Weirabore and the large spiders, but I'll take care of those in a little bit also. But let's go ahead and place their lairs while we're here. So E6, the Weirabore. Let's see here. We've only got 16. Let's just do it this way. We'll add these together. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Layer L. And the giant spider, the single dwelling. Let's add these together. 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is where the hut is. And then the layer is at 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. The spiders are right next to the single dwelling. All right, there's something really interesting there. I'm excited about that. So we've got our Weirabores here. We have our large spiders here, right next to this single dwelling on the edge of the forest. There's a village here. These are close, so they probably know each other. You know, and they're surrounded by mountains. There's mountain ranges all around here. And we've also got some hydrographic. Oh, let's do the hydrographic. That's what we were going to do. All right, so hydrographic terrain is on this page, number 3. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 for hydrographic terrain. All right, so this is B3. And we have 0512. 0615. 0715. 0810. And 0913. Man, those numbers are so small. Excuse me, wet my whistle there. All right, let's see what kind of hydrographic terrain we have, and then we'll figure out whether we need to connect those. Now, these are 1 mile hexes, so we may or may not need to connect those. So the first one, 0512, is a 6. That's going to be a brook, which is 60 to 360 feet wide. So that's 66 times 10, which is 250 feet wide. And 0615 is an 8. That is a stream. The stream is 100 to 1,000, so that's D10 times 10. No, times 100. D10 times 100. 600 feet wide. Oh, 0715 is 1. That's a rivulet. It's 2 to 12 feet wide. 7 feet wide. 0810 is a 4, a brooklet. Eight to 48. That's 8d6. So that's 7. 8. 10, 20, 34 feet wide. And then the last piece of hydrographic terrain is a 5, which is a runnel. 20 to 120, 90 feet wide. And depth. Okay, so we have one brook. The brook is 10 to 60 feet deep. It is 40 feet deep. The stream is 40 to 240. 4d6 times 10. 14, 140 feet deep. Wow, interesting. The rivulet is 1 to 6 feet deep. 1. The brooklet is 6 to 36. So that is 10, 15, 17 feet deep. And then the runnel is 10 to 60. 50 feet deep. All right. So now we have all this squared away. We should go from smallest to largest. So rivulet, and then brooklet, and then runnel, and then brook, and then stream. Let's see what that looks like. So the rivulet is where it starts at 0715, which is here. And 0810. 0810 is number 2. And then 0913 is number 3. That's interesting. And number 4 is 0512, which is here. We really can't do that, can we? How do we connect those? Or do they connect? Do they just run off into... Do they just run off in the shallowest area? Do they just run, or do they run together? The biggest one is number 5, which is the stream, which is at 0615, which is here. This is the biggest one. So why don't we... You know what? Let me think about this some more. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how to connect those, frankly. Because once you have one of these, they kind of need to get connected. So we've got these grottos, which are lowlands. And I wonder if the water runs into the grotto. Interesting. Yeah, so we'll take a look at that. What are we at here on time? 44 minutes. Wow. Okay, so that took longer than I thought. But that's where we're at. let's go ahead and take a look. The lycanthrope, weird I will have to let me read up on the boars and find out what's their deal. And then I'll check on these villages. This is definitely going to be the castle of the Cyclops. In D4. D3. We'll put the castle of the Cyclops there. Actually, no. We are going to put it in D4. We're going to put the castle right here on the edge of this mountain hex. This is mostly mountains. These are all connected. We're going to put it, it's going to be on the edge of the mountains, high up on a cliffside. That'll be cool. And then there'll be a path, there'll be a road that runs to that village. And then, let's see, we'll do these mountains. All right, so then there's going to be a road from this village. Let's say there's a road. It's going to go something like this around to that village to connect them. It goes around the mountaintops. This will be like a plateau within the mountains. And then what we'll do is we'll detail those a little bit, or we'll just define those as being rough or plains. And that's where the road will be. So we'll have that go through these hexes, have them go around. So there we go. All right, that is hex Q27 in the Hyborian Age campaign. If you have any questions, comments, go ahead and leave them in the space down below. As always, thank you for watching. Be sure and hit like and subscribe. And as always, keep on gaming.